Stephen, thanks very much for joining us on day one of Adipec 2025. How's the show been for you so far?
Yeah, well, it's just an early start. So, it's been very busy already. We've had some major customers, existing customers drop by to talk about what we've got going new, such as ADNOC. So, yeah, very good so far.
Excellent. So just quick overview of the company and before we get into some of the services that we're going to talk about today.
Yeah, sure. Well, FLIR, we're a sensor manufacturer, infrared sensor, infrared thermal imaging camera manufacturer. We do a lot of different cameras for many different applications, condition monitoring, predictive maintenance, etc. But my speciality and what I'm responsible for is the optical gas imaging business.
Excellent. And I believe we've got some kind of props here that you're going to talk us through. So talk us through the features and benefits of what we've got here and how it's helping your customers in the Middle East.
Yeah, absolutely. So fundamentally, optical gas imaging is quite very well written into regulations, environmental regulations, such as the US EPA regulations and also the EU methane regulations. But here in this region, they're working with what is known as OGMP, Oil and Gas Methane Partnership 2.0. And that's a voluntary framework that major oil and gas companies sign up to, that the framework depicts how often that they should actually make measurements and for finding gas leaks and various things. And optical gas imaging is a very, very powerful tool to enable the organisations to conform to that, that voluntary framework.
Fantastic. And in terms of the clients that you're working with here, obviously this sounds very much like it's being rolled out prominently within the region. Who are you working with?
Well, ADNOC here is, one of the major companies here. We've been working with them for a number of years. They've got a number of our cameras. They were just recently here this morning to us the same sort of thing about what we're doing for the future, how we can continue to support them. And one of the key things now with optical gas imaging and with FLIR optical gas imaging is the ability to quantify gas leaks. So again, this is very, very important for complying for environmental regulations. And this device here, this is an accessory that is to use with the older cameras. So from the cameras we've produced since 2009 till 2023, this accessory can be used with them to give them a quantification capability. And fundamentally, imagine that we're in the field. This is connected to the camera itself. I'll put a boundary of measurement here, and we've got a plume colorization to enhance the plume. And if I just do a measure, it will actually do a measurement of the actual gas release. So that's very, very important for our customers for this, reporting against the environmental regulations.
Excellent. Well, glad to hear it's going so well. And you've obviously got traction from some of the biggest organizations and operators in the region. Final question is on the future and what we can expect. Do you have new products coming down the line or evolutions of existing products?
Yeah, absolutely good question. And, let's talk about AI, of course. That is something that's quite prolific at the moment. A lot of the companies are using that. We ourselves are using that as well. And we're going to be introducing elements of AI into the optical gas imaging technology as we go along. Fundamentally, the cameras are deployed handheld at the moment, but we're working on solutions for fixed mount autonomous solutions that will utilize AI that will automatically, detect a leak, measure a leak and report it into the customer systems as well. So that's something that we're working on. So there's always an evolution happening.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule to speak to us, and good luck with the rest of the show, Steve.